Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, July 9th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I feel my responsibility. And remember, I like to use the word responsibility as your response, like your response to whatever's going on, ability, because we all have different, abilities with how we're going to respond. And we have Mercury firmly in Cancer moving in. It's at 1 degree in the morning. So we are processing our feelings on a new and conscious level. And, for me, I actually had a dream last night where some old stuff, old family stuff that's so Cancer, came up in my dream. And I was shown how I typically respond to that kind of energy. Mercury in Cancer is giving us an opportunity to consciously respond, consciously work through some of the old stuff. Cancer energy can cling to that stagnant water, the stuff that, still needs to be processed and waved on through. So with Mercury in Cancer and, Saturn in Scorpio, dredging up the old stuff, and then Neptune and Chiron retrograde, there is such a great opportunity for this old stuff to be coming up and looking at how you've responded and how you would like to respond to it now as you process it and consciously, hopefully, release it. So the moon this morning is in Aries, and the moon is meeting up in Aries with 2 trines with Jupiter and Venus. And, this also brings in that responsibility. How do you respond to the feeling of love? One of love's many expressions is the feeling of love. And so we have Jupiter and Venus, and, the last few degrees, we're finishing up all of this Leo energy that's been building our heart. So how are you going to light up, feed, and expand your love energy to respond to the world? How are you going to do that? Moon in Aries wants us to take action. And like I said, Jupiter and Venus in Leo, they're just growing that love vibration. So spread that love around. Share your love, however it is for you. There's so many different ways. And I do think that creative outlets are one of the best ways to share love, whether it is through a painting, through writing a sonnet, through doing a YouTube video because you care. There's many different ways that you can expand your love. Who are you in your loving state? How can you respond to the world in your loving state? So then the moon shifts into Taurus in the afternoon. That's going to ground us in. I think it's going to actually be a nice energy after, the waves, the roller coaster of the last few days. Reminder that Moon in Taurus brings up our value lessons. And the moon is actually going to be connecting to Mercury in Cancer, both at really early degrees. But that's going to be putting, making us look at our value issues around our feelings, around maybe some of those old feelings that we've held on to that maybe are still influencing our value, influencing how we show up, influencing how we respond. So be willing to take a look at that. So that is it for today, but the cards, first card, clinging to the past, Mercury, Mars, Sun in Cancer, and Saturn in Scorpio, and all that energy in Pisces. We are looking to the areas where we have clung to the past and held on. And the thing is, we should never be afraid to let go, because as we let go of things that are meant to be, they will show up again, and things that are not meant to be, make room for the things that are meant to be to come in. And for that, trust your inner voice. Trust what you're being told to let go. And trust. So we have help in this. We're not alone. You're not alone in any of this. Process, work through, trust yourself, value yourself, and value your responsibility to life. So that is it for today. Have a beautiful Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.